All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host. Oh, I forgot my jacket. We're just going to have to power through. Wonder if I can manage, but I will. Show them, Josh, all of the ways they can contact us on social media and our phone number. And all right, let me get into a conversation. We're gonna go through. Josh, I want to run through some pictures. And then I'm going to stop, and we'll get to where I want to talk about it for a minute. So let's go to 71 right out of box. All right. So the NRA number 71, the New York Times, MSNBC, NRA gets results in one phone call with president. So they want to claim that the president, one phone call. Hey, Donald, you're out there talking about universal background checks. Ain't going to work, buddy. Oh, Wayne, I was wondering when you would call. We're going to stay on the gun, okay? Let's go to, really quick, just want to show you, okay? Here is the group assembled to try to take down the president this morning on MSNBC, number 67, Josh, okay? NRA gets results with one phone call, so they're getting the conversation going. Here are the three right here. 66, number 66, Trump retreats on background checks. There's Minka Joe and Little Willie. And let's stay here for just a second, okay? And let's stay here for a minute. Josh, we're going to stay here so you can move on to setting some other things up. Requiring back number 65. I guess I should tell you, number 65. Let's stay here and talk for just a minute, okay? Requiring background checks for all gun buyers. Support, 93%. 89% of Republicans support background checks for all gun buyers. So if your best friend you've known your whole life comes up and you're sitting in the house and you say, let's do a little gun swapping, okay? You've known this person for 30 years and there's 3 or 4 of you and you got a little local unofficial gun club and you guys get together or women and you say, hey, I've got this gun here. I've been looking for one of those, whatever. Hold on, man. Bum, 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 bum. I got to run a quick background check on Joe over here. Yeah, we went to grade school together, high school together, even we're college roommates, but the damn guy wants a gun. So I need to just check some things on this guy first. They want us to give every decision, okay? Remember, when you hear requiring background checks for all gun buyers, that means they want us to give every single decision, everyone, 100% to the federal government, period. And they claim 93%. So you got 100 people. Who are those 7 people down there? They're wandering around. I mean, they're bumping into the wall. Do they not realize what background checks are doing to save 5 little children, black children probably, in Chicago this past weekend? Republicans oppose. 6% oppose gun buyers, background checks for all gun buyers. 10% Republicans say no, no, no. 2% Democrat. First of all, if you start sitting down, and I know this is where people get upset and say, you really shouldn't discuss the intelligence. You should not judge the American people, what they know, what they don't know, what they may know, what they claim to know. They don't know diddly jack for the most part. Why? They get a phone call, the people that will take the call. Hey, do you support? Hello. Yeah, I'll take a poll. I got nothing to do. Okay, I used to be 15 with orange socks and live in the basement. I'm 33 and I got orange socks on and I live in the basement. I've been waiting for you to call. And what would you like to know? Do I agree with legislation HR 92257A that Nancy Pelosi said HR 2222 will take its place and we'll all get more money? Absolutely, I agree with that. Thanks for calling. I know. You're out there saying that I'm the one off the rail. Wrong. Very wrong. I'm not off the rail. There's times, but this is not one of them. Americans, sorry, do not know, do not take the time to find out, do not look into, and then they wonder, what can I do for you? I just want to see if you got any guns. We heard a guy was over here last week and traded you a gun. How do you know that? Well, there's another guy up on the hill, Mrs. Kravitz, that has binoculars. Has been looking down here and watching a guy come in your house with guns. Hey, did you see the property line? Yes, but we have somebody that's been looking through the binoculars there, and they checked out, and they see a guy coming up here with guns. We're just checking. That's when these percentages will change immediately overnight. The claim that Americans, 93%, support all gun buyers' background checks. All right, so let's go on. If Josh, if you are back, let me find that one again. Let's go to, I'm just telling you folks, that's why we played the first video. Now, let me get to a couple more, and I'll wait for Josh to get them ready. I'm going to pull one up. Josh had to take a go out and check on something for me. So let me look here. I'm giving you a number here. We're going to go into this in just a minute. We're going to go into the Jewish comment. We're going to take this right into it. It's worthy of getting into. So we have now, let me get through there. Sorry about this, folks. I'm looking for a certain picture. If President Trump tweets something out, just tweet something out, and one word is misspelled. Why George, whatever his name is, Kellyanne Conway's husband, will be having George Conway would be having a Twitter fit conniption, okay? The news would all run the top story. Donald Trump, fact check. When are they going to follow Joe Biden? That's where I'm going with this. When are they going to follow Joe Biden around and fact check him? So, Josh, if you can, give me number 64. Okay, let's go with number 64. There we go. And I just want to go into this just a little bit, and we're going to get into the. I want to stay with the guns. Where was I at there? I was number 64. There's Joe and Minka. If you're new to the show, I know this is wrong. I should not say that, but if you're passing, if your life is passing and you're headed into the next dimension, and you meet these two, you've gone to the wrong place, because they're the gatekeepers of hell. That's what I always say. NRA gets result in one phone call to the president. There was two. Josh, I want two more, and then I'm going to get off of this, not this subject, but I'm going to go into the next one. Okay, so where is my picture of, the OOO guy, the Booker guy? Where is that Booker? I mean, I should be able to identify him in the pictures. Let's go with, I think I have it here. Let's go with number 19. So we got the church in the background, at least 25 arrests after alleged mass shooting. And then we're going to the politicians, okay? We got number 20, Cory Booker. Cory Booker, okay? Don't you love every time Cory Booker explains something on TV, he's looking around to see if somebody can hear him, and he talks real low. And he thinks if he talks real low and explains it to you, that you're going to pick it up and you'll get it. I mean, look, Trump tells NRA and universal background checks off the table. There is Senator Cory Booker. He's disappointed in those comments. And then let's go to number 23. Trump tells that 23, and this is Peter Pan Buttigieg traveling, campaigning with his wife/husband, Tinkerbell, Trump tells UN universal background checks, NRA off the table. White House says background checks discussion is still ongoing. Buttigieg asked yesterday who was in charge. Now that's where we're going to switch gears, okay? Because we're going to let Buttigieg know who's in charge. And it has to do with the Jewish vote, okay? So Peter Pan says yesterday concerning the NRA, I want to know who's in charge. Like, I'm such an independent. I stay clear away from anybody manipulating or running what, or directing me at what I'm saying. I want to know who's in charge. So we're going to go there. Let's start our who's in charge and the gun discussion. Now, I said to you, I have 3 Jews. I know you're mad. Remember when Kevin McCarthy was such a wimp, the Republican minority leader, Kevin McCarthy, was such a wuss that he took a tweet down because we had 3 Jews that were trying to manipulate the midterm election, and that was anti-Semitic. No, it's not. No, it is not. Let's go to number 1. This is for you, but this is for Peter Pan Buttigieg and his wife Tinkerbell. We're going to answer who's in charge. Number 1, every town for gun safety, right? Every town. Now, Peter Pan, do you remember in Iowa, was it just last week, you were at the Jewish funded? Yes. I don't care how mad you get, folks. Remember, Peter Pan, when you were at the Jewish funded, okay, Every Town for Gun Laws forum, and you stood with that backdrop? How many pictures do we have with you and Al Sharpton, pandering to Al Sharpton? NRA, I want to know who's in charge here. What? I have negative polling in black voters. Negative? How do you get negative? Hold on. Al. Yeah. This is the little gay guy. I look a little like Peter Pan. You know where I'm talking. You know where I'm coming from, Al, right? It's me, Pete. I need some black voters. What can you do for me, Al? What can you offer me? I mean, what is the packages for black voters? How much do I have to pay? I hear there's an A, B, and C package. Right now, I need to know my options, Al. Now, I hear the A option, Sharpton, is you will travel with me and stand on stage if I pay X. What are the options? Who's in charge, Peter Pan? Wonder if you've not gone around cowtelling to your special interest group. So Every Town for Gun Safety, that's number 1, Josh. Let's go to number 2. And here's our first Jew of the morning. Number 2, Michael Bloomberg. He's a Jewish fella. I mean, former mayor of New York City. He is putting millions, mega millions. He created Moms Demand Action. There he is. There is the Jewish guy. Now, remember yesterday, loyalty. Jews, what in the hell? Trump basically said, my words, hey, Jewish voters, what in the hell's wrong with you? You got 2 Muslim women that want me to defund Israel, and you're voting for these whack jobs? Okay, so there's Michael Jewish Bloomberg. And here he is, number 3. Josh, let's roll number 3. Okay. Moms Demand Action. There we go. There's Michael, the Jewish fella that is in charge of Moms Demand Action. Now, they held paid protest paid protest all last weekend, and the media reported on it. Why moms demand action. Every town, gun safety rallies and protests all across America this past weekend. Paid protest by this Jewish guy. Now let's go to number 4. We all know the Open Society Foundations, right? We know that, right? Sure. We know that. Let's go. Let's not go to number 5. Let's not go there yet. Let's go to number 8. This is where the Open Society Foundations, this is where let's go to number, no, let's not, let's stay at 8, Josh. All right. Where do we work? United States, Europe, Middle East, and North Africa. Puts Asian Pacific, Africa, Latin America, Caribbean. So here is all the places that we are centered trying to collapse the world. Why, if we could send all of these places into, okay, a global economic collapse. If you notice, they don't say China or Russia. You ever pick up, they just don't seem to be able to get in Beijing and here he is, number 9, Jew number 2 of the morning. Number 9, the Open Society Foundation. There he is, George Soros. He is one fine Jew. You need a little work under the eyes, George. I tell you, you got the money. You're a billionaire, okay? And so that is Jew number 2. And let's stay on. I know you're like, could you stop? No, I'm not gonna, because I'm not afraid of these people, all right? Because the president of the United States is exposing every bit of that. So Michael Bloomberg, Jew 1, we had that. We have the Open Society Foundation, okay, and they have billions of dollars, and that's there. Here we go. The Open Society Foundations work to build vibrant and inclusive democracies whose governments are accountable to their citizens. Oh, yeah, sure. Total expenditures, $15.2 billion. This is June number 2. 1.1, their budget is $1.1 billion, and they're handed out 50,000 grants. That's Jew number 2. What a Jew there. And how about the funding for Media Matters for America? Media Matters for America. Maybe, where's Jew 2? What number is that? I got to find. I know you're getting all upset with me because I keep saying it, but I do not care. Number 9 there. Let's stay with number 9 for a minute. Okay. Media Matters for America. Where's that at? I had it right there. And what is Media Matters for America? Is a progressive with the mission of comprehensively monitoring, analyzing, and correcting conservative misinformation in the U.S. media. I wonder if I matter to Media Matters, but I tell you who does. You better pay attention. If you go to Media Matters this morning, okay? Let's go to number 5. Right at the top of the list, number 5. Yes, Tucker Carlson, there is a white supremacist terror threat. The root of the problem. This is what they are determined to take down. George Soros, Jew number 2. They all are determined to take down Tucker Carlson. Number 6. Tucker Carlson's new way to downplay white nationalist mass shootings is abortion misinformation. 819, you see that? Boom, today's 21st, that's on there. And this number 7, let's go with a clip here on Media Matters, okay, for America. Yes, Tucker Carlson, that's number 7. Yes, Tucker Carlson, there is a white supremacist terror threat. Media Matters for America. That's Jew 2. Now, I'll tell you where I'm going. You want to know why I'm doing? All right, I said 3 Jews and 2 Muslim women walk into a bar. Congresswomen, okay? Defunding Israel. We're going to get there in the president's comments concerning Jewish voters yesterday. So we're well on our way. And let's see. Let's go with Jew number 3. Take a break and come back and try to tie this together, okay? Jew number 3 is number 10. All right. Now, he's only half Jew on its father's side. Yeah, he's half Jew on daddy. Daddy was a Jew. I know I'm in so much trouble, right? But I don't care. Wow, you picking that up? Need to impeach. This is Tom Steyer, a Jewish gentleman. Jew number 3, running for president of the United States. So Mike McCarthy, whatever your name is, you wimp, you weasel, you limp-wristed. I'm sorry, we're not supposed to say that anymore. You sissy. When you deleted your tweet because it was called anti-Semitic. No, there's 3 Jews. They're spending billions and billions of dollars. This one's running for president of the United States, trying to do everything he can to bring down the president directly. And now we have 2 at 435 members of Congress, and we have 2 women of color, the squad, Muslim congresswomen who want to defund Israel. Wow. Jews want to collapse the country. All right. And now Muslims want to defund Israel. You scratch your head? Not me. I get it. So we're going to come back, and then we're going to get into the comments that were made by the president yesterday. And then we're going to get into, I guess for Joe Biden, size matters. Yeah, size matters for Joe Biden. We will explain. And then his wife said, hey, it's going to be the best you have. It doesn't matter if he knows when RFK is it? RFK, right? It doesn't matter if he doesn't remember when Martin Luther King, which he has all the black vote, so he doesn't have to know when they were assassinated. Size matters. And his wife said, hey, it's the best you're going to get. We'll be right back after this short break, Josh, short break, and we'll get into the president's comments about Jewish vote.